Welcome to episode 39 of the Cards and Cartridges podcast, a Christmas spectacular. I'm your host, Ryan, aka OG Retro, and here with my boy, Chris, Koozie Retro Games. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, brother. How you doing?
Good. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and all the listeners out there.
Hell yeah.
Had a good Christmas myself. Visited lots of Beck's family, lots of my family. Ate tons of food, got gifts, gave gifts, and we closed on the house. I don't know when the last time we did a podcast was. Life's been busy.
We've been super busy. Apologize for the drought, I will call it. But yeah, like Chris said, congratulations, dude. Closed on a house. That's nuts. I can't imagine. I long for that feeling, envy that feeling, because we are actively pursuing. However, that's great, man.
And it's been a big process. I mean, over there every day we've done stuff like change out electrical, rip wallpaper out. We're gonna be painting here coming on Monday, and then it's just buying stuff to furnish the house. But we're excited. I just want to fast forward like 3 months. If I could fast forward 3 months to when everything was done, I'd be a happy camper.
There you go.
But it's coming along nicely.
Amazing, man. Well, this episode is going to be a little bit different because it's the end of the year. We're going to be doing a retrospective kind of thing where we go over our top 5 either collectibles that we got this year, moments this year, just the top 5 things in retro gaming or card collecting or just the community that we have built here of the year. We'll both give our top 5. Then we're going to do top 5 anticipated. We got 2022 coming up. 2020 Model 2, I think I'm going to call it, or version 2. Hopefully it's better than version 1. We'll talk about the top 5 anticipated. I have collectibles on there. I have maybe a moment on there as well. So we're going to talk about that. And we have a spicy little bolo this week that relates to our new favorite handheld console. Well, at least mine. Chris doesn't have one, but I'm sure it would be his favorite if he had it. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, the bolo, Game Boy games and handheld games in general. And this is the bolo because your boy got the analog pocket. We'll talk about it. If you haven't seen I'm going to call it pretty thorough coverage on my Instagram. If you haven't seen it, shout out OG Retro Instagram. Check that out. A lot of coverage on there. However, what we're talking about today here right now with the bolo is how the pocket affects the market as a whole. Because your boy's been trying to pick up some Game Boy games recently, and prices are going up. And I don't know if that's strictly because it's the holidays or if it's just a weird coincidence. Chris, what do you think? Is there a correlation between Game Boy games increasing in price and the analog pocket coming out?
Definitely. I think it's a combination of both the analog pocket coming out and the holidays.
Yeah.
We normally see things do go up in price during the holidays, and we've talked about Q4 before, but then just the analog pocket, I'm seeing people talk about Game Boy games more than they ever have before. In a bigger one, even that, I'm seeing people say like, hey, I'm looking for Game Gear games. I never see people say, hey, I'm looking 100%. For Game Gear games.
And you know what I thought about this morning? Like, I was trying to think of like what that really is, like why. And for me, I realized this morning, I am playing games on this device that I don't think I could enjoy on like a regular Game Boy Color or like a regular Game Boy. Like, I'm sure I could enjoy. Okay, let me rephrase that. While I'm sure I can enjoy them, this makes that experience so much better that like it really changes the game. No pun intended, or pun intended. It changes the game. Like, so I think with that said, like, and that feeling specifically, how much better some of these games are to play on this device. It's like, I think we're going to see a lot of increases in prices and even some of the like mid-tier stuff. And I'm going to give you a specific example. I was looking for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first Harry Potter game on the Game Boy Color.
It's a cheap game, isn't it?
Cheap, yeah, it's a cheap game, but it's increasing in price. Where it was probably like a $5 game, eBay sales have it around 10 to 15 right now.
Wow.
And I think that those kind of increases where there were like cheap $5 games before, they're going to be
Yeah.
$10-15 games and stuff. Like, I mean, the Pokemon's already ridiculous, so that's, but those are gonna, I haven't even, to be fair, I haven't even checked out Pokemon prices since the
Mm.
pocket drop, because those aren't games I'm looking for, truthfully. I have them, but stuff of like the lower end stuff that I couldn't be bothered with before, or like playing Harry Potter on like, the text is so small on a Game
Yeah.
Boy Color, and I think that's like, it's honestly coming all together for me as I'm explaining it right now. Like, it's a huge part of why those games kind of sucked on a Game Boy. It's because the text, really text deep games like the RPGs, and yes, Pokemon did well by like kind of blowing up the text, but the text looks so much better on the screen. Like,
Yeah.
it's 10x. If you didn't know this fact, and for our listeners, all our listeners, it is exactly 10 times the resolution of the original DMG screen, the original color
That's
screen.
great.
Yeah, 160 by 144 x 10. So
That's great.
it's insane. It's
So
insane.
one thing you can do to, like, I guess, uh, profit off that, I guess, is go to your local game stores. Maybe your local game stores haven't repriced up based off the pocket coming out, repriced their Game Boy stuff.
I didn't even think
And
of that, but I'm 100% doing that.
yeah, go try to find them those mid-tier games and
Yeah.
check eBay Solds real quick and see if you can catch them slipping on some stuff.
I think that's a great idea. And that's the real bolo here, is like those mid-tier Game Boy games that might have not been that popular in the past due to just not playing that well on a Game Boy. Like, let's be honest. It is a fantastic device, my favorite handle ever made,
Yes.
but like, it's a tiny ass screen. It never had a backlight originally, and that problem was solved with modded screens, but it's still modding the original. It's modded Game Boys are great, and I love them, and I love my original modded Game Boy. But you'd be lying if you couldn't look like, it's 10 times better than that. It's
Like I
just,
said, the thing I'm seeing is everybody's like, I'm looking for Game Gear games, and nobody, I don't know
Yeah.
many Game Gear collectors, if any.
Yeah.
To be frank, the Game Gear sucks.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
99 out of 100 times you find a Game Gear,
Broken.
it doesn't work,
Doesn't
and it's
work.
expensive to get it fixed. And then,
Yeah.
like, even when you get it fixed, if you just get like recapped, it's not the greatest still. Like,
Yeah, no.
you
And
get, like, a
so that's what
modded
I'm
one.
saying. This solves all of those problems. It's not even like hacked yet, and there are people working on hacking this device so you can just load it up with games and just have your whole library available, played through FPGA, I guess, which is just insane. It's just so cool. Like, the technology behind this thing is so amazing and lived up to every single piece of hype. And that's why I think Game Boy games we're going to see them start making a rip. And I know it's not as widely available as both analog would like it, the community would like it. They've got pre-orders now going all the way to 2023, like Q4 of 2023. So it'll be 2 years again for some people to get this device.
The additional pre-orders they did, that went pretty well, didn't? Like, people had ample amount of time to pre-order.
Yeah, but for instance, like Q1, the next batch is Q1 2022. So that's pretty soon.
Yeah.
That batch went so fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really, really hope these devices get in the hands of the collectors and the people who want them, because, bro, they're fucking sick.
What's been your favorite game you've played on it so far?
So I'm so close to beating Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
Mhm.
I'm at 8-4, and the castle is so fucking hard. And so I'm doing that right now. So I'm close to that. That's so fun. I mean, Pokemon's awesome. Before we started recording this, I started playing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and it's so good, dude. It's so good. So I'm loving playing that. And that's a thing. No matter what game I play, it's the experience that this device delivers is just so good. Like,
How's the battery life on it?
fantastic.
Yep.
They claim, I think, 6 to 10 hours based on how you're using it.
Yep.
But like, I don't know anyone who really sessions a handheld for 6 to 10 hours.
No.
It's
Just
like
a
impressive,
long road
right?
trip.
Long car ride, planes, I guess. But it charges with USB-C. I found it to charge pretty quick.
Have you used it really in dock mode or no?
Bro, I've been loving dock mode.
Yeah.
I'll bring it upstairs, put in the dock connected to my TV, and just like play from my bed. Like,
What controller are you using?
Switch Pro controller.
That's
And
awesome.
this is the craziest part about it. Every single function of the Switch Pro controller works down to waking up the pocket from a dead sleep while it's docked. So like if you usually when you hold down the home button on a Switch Pro controller, you can wake your Switch up from sleep and it turns on. And that's an amazing feature. And so I was like playing around with the pocket yesterday. I'm like, surely this wouldn't work. Surely it can't wake this console up that's a completely different console from sleep and turn it on. And like it blew my mind that it did work. And it's just like it's fucking flawless, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna say perfectly flawless. I have like one or two critiques. I think the dock could be structurally built better. I am worried a little bit about durability with the port. It's just like very, we'll see. And then what's my other critique? People complain so much about loose cartridges, but like that's it's like specific to the system. Maybe some got, because like my cartridge is not loose at all. Like it's
like it's not snug. It's yours is snug in the system.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know. Like that was a complaint with a couple people, I guess, and maybe more than a couple of people. But I don't know how real world that is. I haven't had any problems with that. So that's not a complaint. Someone said, oh, here it is. Bluetooth audio support. I wish there was Bluetooth audio support. I want to be able to hook my AirPods up to this thing. That would be super sleek.
I'm surprised it doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Does it have a headphone jack?
It does have a headphone jack. It's headphone jack and an original link cable port. This thing you can link this with a original Game Boy, bro.
That'd be a cool photo or reel.
I know it's already in the works, bro. That is a great idea. It's already in the works. But yeah, it's an amazing piece of tech. There's some very few small critiques I have. And the great part about it, and this is maybe a preview to one of my most anticipated things in the top 5 of next year. The great part about this thing is they're developing for it. Like they plan to, they have like a firmware release schedule all the way through next year. And like, so there's going to be updates and like, this is version awesome. 1, model 1, like, and it's already this good. I can't wait to see.
That's so cool.
Be on the lookout for Game Boy games. They're going to be hot because of stuff like this. Is what it is. Let's keep it going, man.
Awesome, dude. Let's talk about, I guess we can start back at looking back at 2021. So we're recording this on the 26th. It's our last episode of the year. Thank you guys for a great year of the Cards and Cartridges podcast.
Oh yeah.
We're coming up on a year. I think we started this venture in February of 2021.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody who shared, listened, liked, comment, subscribed, all that stuff. And we'd love to hear your guys' kind of look back at 2021, look forward to 2022. Leave comments, leave your top 5s in the comments. DM us your top 5s. DM us what you think of our top 5s.
Yeah, we'll post them, dude. 100%. I think this week we'll be posting like people's top 5s. I definitely want to do that. If you guys have a top 5 list, top 5 collectibles you got this year, top 5 Pokemon cards you got, top whatever, you'll see. But based on our list, what we're kind of aiming for. Why don't you start us off with your first top 5? Is there any specific order to your list?
No specific order.
Yeah, I don't think order either.
And I want to look back at 2021. It was crazy. Like 2021 got me back into collecting Pokemon cards, which was like the biggest thing. And I know it happened with a lot of people, but like Champion's Path coming out, one of the,
was that 2021? That was 2020 though.
Was it 2020?
Yeah, dude. I thought about that too. I was like, I can't talk about that because that's 2020.
Oh my god. Yeah, just the Rainbow Charizard I pulled for D Triforce in the claim sale November 15th, 2020.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When did New Year's happen?
That's what I'm saying, dude. 2021 basically didn't exist. You got to think hard here. What's second on your list?
Okay.
I mean, but getting back, I feel like you could still talk about like we full swung back into Pokemon though. Like, yeah, because it started with Champion's Path and this year has been a great year for Pokemon. So I think that's something of note for sure.
This one counts because this one was on January 5th.
Hey.
I pulled a Rainbow Charizard for myself in 2020. Graded it. It got a 10. And I ended up trading that to Retro Nintendo on Instagram. Cut, right? Traded him the PSA 10 Rainbow Charizard for Sculptor's Cut on N64, which I need for my set. So, and then my buddy just got me This is just a quick side note. Me and my buddy just did a quick game exchange for Christmas,
Mm.
and he got me Nuclear Strike 64 and Dual Heroes on 64. So I'm
Hell
like
yeah.
28 games away from the full set.
That's super cool, dude. Congrats on that
So thank you. So Sculptor's Cut is going to be first on my list.
for your retrospective. Nice.
Yes.
So I know we just talked about it, but top 5 of the year, Analog Pocket. I've been waiting for this for 2 years. I pre-ordered this in 2019, I guess, and finally came. Felt like a freaking miracle. Like almost didn't feel real. Still doesn't feel real. Like I still feel like it's almost like we're living in a sim, like a little bit of a simulation. And I just have this device that's amazing, and it doesn't feel real. But it's been great so far. The week or so I've had it, and it's going to be fantastic for the rest of the year, and then continue on. So that's my first on the list. I got 4 more good ones. What do you got next?
Can it count if I found something in 2020 but received it back from a grading company in
100%.
2021?
Yeah, because that's a new memory. New memory.
So I found
Wow, the wind is howling outside. I don't know if you can hear that.
I can't. I found a bunch of Pokemon cards in a shoebox in 2020 in a garage sale, and for like $40, and sold Ryan one of the cards, and he actually just got it back from
Let's go.
BGS, a
Here, wait,
Shadowless
I can show
Charizard. I
you.
got a
It's on my desk.
2.
That's solid 2, boy.
What are the subgrades on it?
We got a 9 for centering. Corners got a 2. I don't know how the quarters got a 2. These quarters are so shot. Edges got a 3. I could kind of see how that happened, but and then the surface got a 1.5. God.
Yeah, it went through a blender.
Yeah, it had to have, but it's so it needed to be saved, and Chris sold to me, so I'm hyped on that. But continue.
$35.
Well, how much did I pay from you?
I think $35 or 25 or 35.
It was either, yeah, it was a good deal.
It wasn't much. But I did receive 2 cards back. My 2 favorite cards of that submission. I did receive a first edition Dark Charizard from Team Rocket. I got a PSA 7.
Sick.
And then my Topps Chrome Charizard got a PSA 9.
That is insane, dude.
And these were just in a shoebox. I can't remember if these cards were
Topps
sleeved
Chrome
or not.
cards are so hard to grade. Like the Abra that I got, I thought it was for sure like an 8 or 9. Got 6.5. And I was like, what?
I think that's a pop like 90, which is cool.
That's super dope. The Shadowless 2,
really happy about
Shadowless
that.
2 is a pop 5.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
Oh, next one. All right. Talking about grading. This year I got into grading magazines. And 2 CGC mag grades that I'm super excited about to have in the collection. Nintendo Power Eon ticket. It is the highest graded, I believe, Nintendo Power 173 by CGC. There might be a 9.4, which is just ridiculous, but then I have the second highest. Like, I don't know. I think I do have the highest in the pop report. But anyways, 173 got a 9.0. It's the Eon ticket from CGC, one of prize items in my collection. Good friend traded that to me. Brentstagram, shout out Brentstagram. Then the other CGC mag was a 7.5 on the Harry Potter and Pokemon themed Beckett collectible magazine, which, fun fact, Beckett collectible magazine got sued from Pokemon Company for using their art without licensing, but that magazine survived and it came out, and I got a 7.5. I guess I could be happier if it got higher, but I don't care. It's the most beautiful magazine and back cover ever. Awesome. And I think grading magazines is something like I'm definitely like, that's what I want more. I want more of them. So like all the cool
CGC's been doing a great job. I've seen how like quickly their submissions have been coming back for them. It's great. Bro, they look amazing.
Yeah, they look fantastic. They're I haven't checked out the new submission form yet, but apparently they just updated their website too. So the new submission form for trading cards and magazine comics should all be even easier. It was already pretty easy last time. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like Beckett is more difficult than their last one. Like, and VGA, God forsaken that. Like, that's 10x more difficult than
they've been saying they're gonna update it.
Yeah, for years, whatever. I did get an update about my VGA submission though, so that's good. They do like old school email updates. Like, I felt like someone typed it out and sent it to me, kind of thing. I was like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, CGs. I'm gonna be doing that's. I guess that works for both. I'm really excited that happened in 2021. I got into it, and I'm excited to continue that kind of like sub hobby of my hobbies, like going for those very unique magazines. No one else has 173, but pop not or pop one in a
Yeah.
9. Like no one has that, which is really
Dude, yeah,
cool.
it's so like we both love Nintendo powers
Yeah.
and we find them often. So oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. Dude, you gotta send one in, man. You
I know.
gotta,
So I just unloaded all my Nintendo powers to the new house, or just moved them all over there. So when I
yeah.
start setting them up, I'm gonna
Do
be
you have
like,
the original one? Do you have number
I
one?
don't have number one.
I have number one. It's like this Shadowless Charizard. It's
It just
fucking
beat.
thrashed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's number, and it's funny. Someone on the front like gave Mario like devil horn. You know how like just fucking doodled on Mario's face? Like someone loved this issue, but it's cool. It's cool to just have it.
Going into my third one, this happened on July 22nd. I found my childhood boxed Game Boy collection.
Oh, I remember that. That was
So
nuts.
this was a great one. So I found just Pokemon games. I found my boxes for Sapphire, Leaf Green, Fire Red, and Emerald.
It's insane.
It had Mario
$600
Land,
worth of boxes.
Mario World,
More.
Mario 3. I had a good childhood. Monster Truck Madness was so much fun. Road Rage, I played so much of. It's
Hell
like
yeah.
finding these, you just remember back playing
Yeah.
these games. The GBA videos, watching those on car rides,
Oh,
and then the box for my original Red SP system.
so sick.
And I don't even think, I can't tell you I remember getting any of these brand new and opening them. I think
Wow.
these were all hand-me-downs from like cousins.
Wow.
I don't remember getting any of these, maybe from my grandma, but no, I don't remember opening any of these.
Opening them. It's interesting. You sparked. I didn't have this written down, but my mom found my old GameCube games this year that I thought were long gone. I thought those are traded into GameStop because I remember trading so much of my shit into GameStop. I thought surely that, and I honestly want to go up there because I haven't even gone up to the attic where she found them, and maybe there's more, like, but she found my original like Luigi's Mansion, Superstar Baseball, like these Pikmin, my original Pikmin, bro. Kuzi knows how much I love Pikmin.
Yes.
Like my original Pikmin I got, like original Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, Kelly Slater's Pro Surfing, like all my OG games that just, I played.
You found shit in your shed too, didn't you?
No,
Did you find cards in your shed?
No. I like stashed those away. I just find those because I lost them for myself. But this was genuine. I had no idea.
So if you go up in your attic, you feel like you're gonna be digging for gold.
Yeah. And I got it soon. It's just precarious. The ceiling is not great. I don't want to fall through it. Dude, I knew one of my friends' moms fell through her attic ceiling when we were kids.
My dad did that.
Damn. Yeah.
He didn't like he caught himself, so you're just like kind of like dangling from the ceiling. But yeah.
No.
Attics are no joke.
Yeah. We had a friend's mom just go boop right through the ceiling.
Wow.
Massive hole.
Were you there when it happened?
No, but I feel like it was like one of those weird things where like I heard I was gonna be dropped off for like a play. This was when I was like 7 years old. I was being dropped off for a play, and someone called and was like, "Yo, don't come over because Jody just fell through the ceiling."
And you're like, "What?"
Yeah, I was like, "All right, well,
sounds good."
Yeah, all right. So I piggybacked on your game there, but I'll go my actual third one. I got both Pokemon Game Boy Colors complete in box this year. Huge collecting goal. And I can't, if I go back and look for the dates, I'm sure I could find them. I believe I won one in a raffle and then I traded for the other. It's weird. For some reason, I don't really remember those origin stories for those Game Boys, which is bizarre. Yeah. Usually I remember most of where I get the stuff, but anyway, I'm so happy, dude. Those are two systems I was always jealous of other kids having when I was a kid. I was always like, damn, those are cool Game Boys. And I was rocking the Atomic Purple and it was great. Don't get me wrong, but those were something else. I remember my friend Jackson had that yellow one. I was like, damn, dude. The yellow Pokemon one, yellow and blue. But I got both those this year, and those systems are two that are just, every time I check the price or someone reminds me of the price, I'm like, wait a minute, what?
They're beautiful.
They're
so expensive.
They're insane. Both of mine are in very good condition too, and I didn't even I would have been happy with anything, but like somehow I ended up with very nice ones. And bro, like those are I have two acrylic hard cases for them. Like,
it's so nice.
Yeah, not those cheap box protectors. These are like
full
acrylic. Shout out Rinsler Gear, my man. Yeah, man. So those are number 3. What do you got?
4 for me is going to be me and my buddy Jake found at a garage sale a bunch of PS1 games. And in that was a factory sealed Metal Gear Solid for the PS1.
So insane.
And we got like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 games. And it broke down to like $2.60 a game. But we submitted the Metal Gear Solid to WADA, and the grade just popped, and I got a 9.8A on it.
It's so ridiculous. It's so insane.
So,
yeah, that's so insane. For those that don't know, like a 9.8A is basically 2 seal grades away from perfect. Like people have gotten 10s and I've seen them, but you're not gonna get a 10 on a PS1 game.
There's very few and far between.
Yeah.
Like I could probably count the amount of 10s I've seen on one hand.
I definitely can.
Yeah.
But yeah, so congrats again on that. That's insane.
But it was like, even I posted it like raw, just in like flexing in Facebook groups, like, hey, just found this at a garage sale. And like people were like blowing out my messages, like, hey, can I buy it? Can I buy it? Because Metal Gear is just like a popular game.
Yeah.
And now that I got that type of grade, it's gonna be insane to see where it goes when it comes back.
Well, it's cool. It's like how Halo's a widely print game, but if you look for those first prints, and the sealed first prints are going for like a lot. So it goes to show you like the demand for some of these things really is, I think, what pushes the price. That's always the case, I think. Well, no, scarcity can push the price up, but I think the overwhelming demand for some of these first print
popular games,
big main series games or whatever I'm trying to say, like the big titles, Halo, Pokemon, fucking that kind of shit.
Stuff that like say Metal Gear, the PS1. They're still making Metal Gear games to this day.
Right.
So it's like everybody,
and that's like
even people who don't play the PS1 find it on the PS4 and they're like, oh my god, I love playing Metal Gear, and then they go back and play the original one,
or buy the original because they want to collect. Yeah, exactly. And that's why, dude, this is an honorable mention, but I got free games the other day. Picked up a quote unquote free old electronic slot. It was up for 2 minutes. It was up on Facebook Marketplace for 2 minutes before I saw it, which is unheard of. Another minute, it would have been gone. But I messaged this guy. I pick up these free electronics, and in it, I was shocked to find a sealed first print copy of Mass Effect. And Mass Effect, for those that don't know, is another one of these games that's like, it's got like a huge following, like a huge cult following. And to have the first print sealed, there have been like WADA and VGA ones go for over $800, $1,000. So I found that in a free pile of shit, basically. Jeez. That this guy is getting rid of. I'm sorry. Like that one's gonna get graded. I think it's gonna get both cleaned and graded. So that'll be exciting. But that's an honorable mention.
Dude, it's hard. It was a weird year of collecting for me, and because I am the guy who's garage sales, Facebook Marketplace, things like that, and that's how I find my stuff. It was just like an off year for me. I just had a lot going on. So garage sales here in Michigan are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I work Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So then by the time Saturday comes on, you either got to find the ones that start on Saturday or go try to pick up scraps and catch people that didn't sell it on Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to garage sale. Facebook Marketplace was just down for me. I just didn't have the motivation to do it. So I resulted to buying people's collections, stuff that they were selling off.
Dude.
Yeah, I had a Venezuelan plug. That was really weird. And I spent thousands and thousands of dollars with Venezuela. And Ryan knows the whole story. It was just weird. Like they would hit me up every 2 weeks.
They post in the high-end game rooms now. Have you seen that?
No. Oh, maybe. But they live with like the sealed PS2s.
Well, maybe, but they have sealed everything. It's weird, dude. Something's happening. Venezuela is the retro gaming capital of the world, and nobody even knows it.
Yeah. They would hit me up like every 2 weeks, like, hey, we have another lot for you. And it's like all good stuff. There was no filler whatsoever in it.
Yeah.
It
never made
really
sense.
Weird. No. And then like I started getting into the process of like having to buy like a ring and having to buy a house. I kind of like slowly stopped buying from them. And then I watched like Double Jump video games, Sick Cooper on YouTube. And now like they're selling to him. It's just really weird.
Yeah. Very interesting.
But I guess so I guess my fifth one, I don't know. It's hard. I'm gonna do fifth and then an honorable mention. I think the fifth one is going to be finding the Donkey Kong Jungle Green 64 set for $100.
That's wild.
That was a good one. That was just recently. That was November 28th. Post on Facebook Marketplace, the complete in box Donkey Kong Jungle Green system complete, with Mario 64, Donkey Kong, and Banjo for $100.
So absurd.
Insane. And then I ended up having like just the basic Jungle Green 64 CIB, and I sold that one, and that price has gone bonkers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. And for me, finishing it out, I have kind of my two like favorite game of the years. We had, for me, Kenna Bridges Spirits single player was incredible. Love that game. One of the few games I beat this year just because of how busy I've been and everything. Kenna Bridges Spirits gets my pick for number one. And number two / for multiplayer game of the year, Halo Infinite came out this year and it absolutely was a fucking banger. Still a banger. A lot of fun. I think Halo Infinite game of the year multiplayer for me. Maybe some might not agree with that. It kind of had some bugs in the start, but it's a lot of fun. And I think honorable mention for both of us, and our fiancés would probably kill us if we didn't say this. We both got engaged in 2021.
Smart. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, so that
Biggest
was
pick
lit.
over the year.
Yeah, that was super lit. Shout out fiancés. And we still have plans for some content to incorporate them into, and it would be really exciting once that happens. It's just life.
Life is crazy.
Life is crazy. But let's do top 5 anticipated. What do we got?
So I guess starting off, my number one is going to be, and I just saw him in a YouTube video, and I never really like thought about getting them before, but I want to find the double packs on 3DS, like the Pokemon Sun and Moon double packs, and then the Alpha Sapphire and or Ruby double packs. They look so good. They're valuable, and they just look great.
I've got the Alpha. No. I've got the Sun and Moon one, the Sun and Moon double pack.
And then just some like the 3DS like systems. They did so many special edition 3DS systems, and they all look so good. I remember seeing them on shelves. I'm like, why didn't I just spend the money to buy them?
Yeah, I think I have really the only 3DS I'd want. There's a 2DS XL I want, but I have the 20th anniversary Pokemon one CIB, and that one is fire. Like it's so sick.
I've got the Pikachu one CIB. That's awesome.
That one's dope too. Don't you have one sealed? I thought you had it. Oh, why did I think you had
it? Was like, it's like brand new pretty much. I've got a micro sealed.
Yeah.
That's a weird system to have sealed, but yeah.
A weird system to have sealed. And then I want this isn't something I'm trying to get in 2022. If it happens, it's cool. But the Hyrule Shield 2DS XL, the Zelda one, the blue one.
Oh yes,
that one's sick. And I've owned and traded and sold, because I used to, like, that was my thing. I would mod 2DS 3DS XL systems, so I've had so many of those. I've never had that system.
I don't think I've ever found a 2DS XL.
Oh wow, that's crazy. But I've had probably every other 3DS limited edition you could probably think of, and I would honestly challenge someone to try and find one that I haven't had. Because the only one I can think of, and I know of that I haven't had, is that one, is the Hyrule Shield one. Everything else even Japanese exclusives like the Eevee Pokemon Center, the Charizard Pokemon Center. Those are, if you haven't checked those systems out, look up the Pokemon Center Eevee 3DS XL and the Charizard 3DS XL. They're so fire.
Oh man, really cool stuff. Yeah, I remember the work you used to be doing with those. It was insane.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'll still do it every now and then. It's just like I don't want to get in trouble by Nintendo. I'm not trying to, because it was happening to some of the other people that do that kind of shit, and it's just like I don't, But okay, first up for me, top 5 anticipated 2022. It goes along with the first one of my 2021. I'm excited for new Analog Pocket firmware updates. I can't wait for new software that they push, like with new features. They still have to do the memories, like they advertise this thing to help sell it that wasn't included with the launch, I guess, which is called like memories, where you can do like photos or videos of your playthroughs and stuff, and like save them right to an SD card, and then
Oh,
put
you
that
can
on
like
the.
clip it.
Yeah, you could clip it while you're playing on the system, put in the SD card, and so that should be coming out soon. Hopefully, like maybe Wi-Fi capabilities. I don't know if that's even possible. If they have a Wi-Fi chip receiver in there, then yes. I just don't know if they do. Like right
Hmm.
now, everything's through the SD card slot. Like firmware update, you got to put SD card slot, and that's fine if that's the case. I don't mind an offline system, but they could add Bluetooth functionality, I believe, because the dock has it. Uh, then they could do some other cool shit that I'm excited for, like different firmware tweaks. Like I want to with the white one, I want a light mode. Like I want everything's the system UI is all dark, and then like when you play GBA games, they're black bars here and here. Someone made a good comment on my Reddit post, and we're like, they should make it where there's an option where you could just white out the bars, and then it's not as harsh as like.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's perfect. I was like, that's such a good idea. So stuff like that. Like I'm just excited to see where the development of this console goes. It's gonna get hacked probably by nerds that know a lot more about this stuff than me. But yeah, there we go.
My next one I think is gonna be trying to finish my N64 set. I'm like I said, I'm like 30 games away from the full set.
Oh yeah.
And I still need some of the big ones like Stunt Racer, Super Bowling, and Worms Armageddon. And my buddy says to me, he's like, next time you find a big lot like local and you make $300 profit, like why not buy one of those games? And then in the back of my head, I'm like, yes, that's smart. But then I'm also like even smarter, like I just bought a house. I have to save
Yeah.
for a wedding. Like
Bro, that's the thing.
can't
It's
just be buying $400 N64 games.
yeah, and it's so much. I've been trying to control myself. I've controlled myself. I'm not trying to anymore. I'm good at it at this point. Like just like knowing when not to buy something, and then also just knowing that it'll happen. Like these
Yes.
things aren't impossible to find.
And I want to find the shit. Like I want to have the story of going to a garage sale and finding it versus just point click and then
Yeah.
it ends up in my
Even
trading's I'll trade.
I was just gonna say that. That's like what I've been doing recently. A lot of the cool stuff that I've gotten recently has been through trades and like working stuff out. Like I'm doing a trade with Nino's cards, and I'm getting. I mean, this isn't stuff for my collection, I don't think, but I'm sending him that BGS 6.5 Abra along with some other shit, and just getting like some cool stuff in for inventory and various stuff. And like trades are great, dude. Trades are huge.
Yeah.
Big fan of trading. I want to do more trading in 2022. But on to my second thing, most anticipated 2022, my legendary sub coming back. My
Oh, I'm
legendary
so
collection
waiting for
sub
that.
coming back, dude. I've went. So if you don't know, I submitted an entire legendary collection reverse set minus the Charizard because I already have that to Beckett, and so that's 110 cards or 109 cards because no Charizard. And I think it got no, I know it got there February of 2021 and is not back yet. So we will see. I think the bulk subs are around November, December. No, yeah, November, December of the previous year right now. So like 2 more months or till it gets to mine. But I think we're finally, I've been saying I'm close, but like I think really I feel like I'm finally close, and I could be seeing the Legendary Collection sub back Q1 of 2022. It would be so hype. So hype.
I can't wait for that day.
It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be absolutely absurd, dude. Number one, I can't wait for that day because it's originally, and I'll say this with full transparency. Originally, I don't think I ever planned on selling any of it, but I think I will break up some of the set and sell some.
Really?
Yeah, because I gotta remember that, like, what I've been saying is like I collect based on feeling and like what means the most to me. So many of those cards, truthfully, don't mean that much to me. Whereas, like, I'm not gonna sell like the super sick shit, like that Mewtwo, whatever gets staying with me, Venusaur staying with me, every single evolution staying, Zapdos, and I think that'll be so cool too to be able to just keep whatever the fuck I want, and then have like dope BGS legendary collection cards for sale too. Like, I think it'll be the best of both worlds, and I think it's like we said, we're buying a house, getting married, like gotta be a little smart here, and like
yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of it's so dope because there will be so much shit I can keep and not feel bad
So
about, because
sweet.
my cost basis on that legendary collection, what I'm grateful for, is just unfair. And anybody trying to get it for what I paid right now, it's impossible, even with the like retracements in the market. Like you
Yeah.
can't do it. So I'm hyped either way. Like I've seen some of the common and uncommon legendary collection stuff going for crazy prices still, and I'm like, lit. Um,
That's awesome.
I just can't wait. I'm stoked for that.
I guess my next one, it's gonna be really dumb, and you're like, how do you not have this? I don't think I've ever found, or if I have, I've sold it, and I just kind of realized I needed one.
Mhm.
I have never found a really good condition original Game Boy.
That took a while
Like,
for me to get to.
like I have my dad's original one from when he was a kid.
That's kind
So
of sick.
that's cool. Um, but I've got a nice box I found at one point. I just want a nice condition system for the box.
Honestly, maybe I'll sell you mine. Or maybe we can trade, dude. We can trade because,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm going to sell every single loose Game Boy system I think I have, because it's just we're all by the box off you, because I don't
No,
need.
not
She's like, no,
box.
no, 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 you're not doing that, because I just don't need loose systems anymore. It's just not practical. Too much
Dude, I'm
space.
in the process of moving my collection over to the house, and like I'm going through like storage bins of stuff that's been, oh, it's because I
Yeah,
forget what I have.
I've done that so many times. Like,
And even just stuff like on shelves that you don't like look at every day. You're like packing up, you're like, wait, I have this. And
yeah,
oh, it's so cool.
that's dope, dude. Your collection's insane. I can't wait to see it. Like,
You don't know like
uh,
the majority of the stuff
I
I even
that's a thing.
have.
I know. And when I see photos of like, I'm like, whoa, damn. And it's but I can't wait to see it
Yeah.
displayed. Excuse me. My turn. All
Yep.
right, we got Pokemon Arceus coming out I think January, February, which is going to be the new Pokemon game, and that'll be sick. I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be an open world style. Uh Truthfully, I haven't finished beating Diamond or Pearl yet, and it's just because busy. And truthfully, I'm feeling retro games right now more than modern day stuff. I don't know
Mhm.
why. It's just the mood I'm in. I think that it swings back and forth. Like sometimes I'll get really in like the retro gaming mood and just sesh retro games for a month or two, and then some. I'm still playing some modern games like the multiplayer stuff. I'll play. I was playing Fortnite last night
Yeah.
with the boys. That was fun. We had a good time. A little Christmas night. Fortnite was fun. But looking forward to Pokemon Arceus in Q1 2022. I believe it drops sometime in maybe March. I don't know. It's soon though, and it's in 2022. So it's up there. It's up there for sure.
I want to start for number 4. I want to start getting some. I think I want to start getting some binder sets of cards,
Oh,
like the original. Like I'm going for base set already, and that's almost complete. But getting like Fossil, Team Rocket, Jungle, things like now I'm gonna have the room. And honestly, stacking some binders on a shelf, it's not gonna take up a
I
lot of
mean,
room.
look, that's how
Yeah,
much like 8 full sets takes up right there, or
yeah.
9, 8 or 9. Yeah, it's
So I
very
think
small.
just when I find lots, going through them, keeping
Yeah,
what I need, and just building binder sets. I think it's gonna be awesome. And just like
yeah,
along like my favorite thing, and it's gonna be I cannot wait because like my collection was like kind of like set up at college, like when it was
yeah,
small enough, and like people coming over to my dorm and like seeing it, be like, oh my god, you have this, and like looking at it,
yeah,
like just in my bedroom now, and I don't like have people over to my
yeah.
house.
Right.
So like
Same.
when I have my own house, I'm gonna be entertaining, and people are
Yeah,
actually gonna come over and they're
and
gonna see this
appreciate it.
stuff, and it's gonna be
That is so
oh, it's gonna be
cool.
so awesome.
That is dope. I'm super hyped, and that leads me to my next thing, dude. Hope I find a house in 2022. Chris is having this wonderful experience of, I mean, wonderful, it's stressful, all the things I'm sure of being able to do things with a new house. I can't wait. My fiance and I we put in 3 offers now. All 3 didn't work out. But maybe we put in 4 at this point, actually.
You'll find one.
I don't know. But we'll get one and it'll happen. It'll be a good one. So I'm super excited. 2022 year of the house should happen.
I can't wait for you to find a house. It's gonna be awesome.
I
Then you
know,
get to
dude.
realize all the stresses that I'm going through.
Yeah.
I guess last one. I want to play more games.
Hell
I
yeah,
gotta play
Chris.
games.
Let's go, buddy. That is the thing that you got. Oh my goodness gracious. Fuck
I
yeah,
gotta,
bud.
you guys gotta hold me to it. Tell me what to play. Check up on me. Be like, hey, I didn't see you playing today. Why aren't you playing? It's like it's gonna be a combination
Oh,
of like older stuff, and maybe I get a Switch or I get a PS4 or PS5 and like play stuff. It's gonna be like I said, my collection right now is just in my room. None of my systems are hooked up. So when we get the new house,
Yeah,
having
you
stuff
can hook them
readily
up.
available
Yeah.
to be played at any time. And I think it's just going to be having some like Becca there with me at all
Yeah.
times, like playing stuff with her.
Yeah.
I need to play more games.
You're gonna play more games. I love that goal for you. I like that 2022 will be year of the games for Chris. He's gotta know, like, there's a lot of
I
good
do.
shit out there, bro.
Yes.
There's
I,
a lot
I,
of good
I
shit out
don't
there.
know what I'm missing out on. That's my thing.
And it's crazy because your collection would say otherwise. Like people be like, how do you have all this shit? And hold up,
Too
wait a minute.
lazy. You don't,
So
you, nobody knows like to the extent of what I have in my
I
collection.
love
My
that.
collection's insane.
Yeah, I love that. And I kind of think this nobody really know, like people know the staples of mine, but again, if I laid it all out and you the same, like if we filled a room with just it would be pretty sick.
We need security guards for that room.
Yeah, it would be pretty sick. Yeah, if I had all my Pokemon cards in there, just that would be fucking absurd. So yeah, I like that. I like that goal for you, bro. And
Need to play games.
the last one for me, and this might sound kind of sad, uh, but it is what it is, dude. Better internet. 2022 will be the year of better internet. I've been dealing with absolute shit internet service, and I made it my lifelong goal to take a doo-doo on Optimum anytime I could. I'm gonna say it. If you guys have Optimum, don't use it. Don't use it. Switch now. Switch now before you have more problems. I know you're already having problems. So switch now
That's one of the
before you have
reason
more.
of like no claim sales recently.
Exactly. And it depresses me. It depresses the fuck out of me. So I have internet. The new equipment is getting here December 30th, should be installed. I'm gonna try and install it. And then if not, then new year, new internet. So sick.
Is it? I don't know. Is it? Did I just get lucky? Like we ordered a modem.
Yeah.
And we bought a modem and router from Best Buy. I was talking to you about it.
Yeah.
I just plugged it in and screwed the thing in the back, and then
Yeah.
connected it to my phone like through the Xfinity app, and like life's been good. Internet's working.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. And we just have Optimum runs on such old technology that's not essentially what it is. So the new stuff coming in is like what you're describing.
Because we have wires and shit hanging outside our house. I don't know if that's like old internet or cable lines or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can just rip all that shit out.
Probably not.
I don't know how to, but
Probably not. I would Dutch wires
let's
going
just
into your
not
house.
start ripping. Dude, I melted a screwdriver trying to do electrical.
Oh
That was
my
bad.
God. You sent me a picture. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Metal touched metal for 0.4 seconds and the tip of the screwdriver's melt. And that outlet was fucked. All your outlets in your house are 120 volt. That was a 240 volt. They added that one later, and it's got.
Or are they
two
trying to
hots in
charge
it.
a Tesla in the kitchen?
My buddy who's the electrician, he's like, I only put these in like garages when they do like industrial heaters. Like this was in like the family room. And
That's
like we were gonna
interesting.
plug our TV into that outlet.
Yeah,
He goes,
that
"You
would
would
have
have melted your TV."
You fucked your shit up. My dad put 240 to charge the Mach-E, that Ford truck, electric truck.
Oh, he's got one of those.
His girlfriend does. It's pretty sick.
Oh,
I drove it. It's pretty cool. It's
that's sweet.
I like a Tesla more, I think, but I just don't like Ford shit, man.
Yeah. Do you like trucks? Would you ever get a truck?
The only truck I want / would get is a Toyota Tacoma. And like
you
like
the
an older one.
Tacomas?
Yeah, like an old I like the mid 2000s Tacomas. I get jazzed up over. Like a lifted mid 2000s khaki Tacoma with black accents is something I would drive.
Are you trying to get like when you have your house and that's all set up, you're trying to get like a project car?
100%. If I have room for that and I can do that 100%, like I would love to have something to tinker on like that again. But there's gonna be so much like home projects. I'm sure that I won't be able to focus on that. Like home projects, getting that situated. So
dude, you do the walkthrough and then like you do the inspection. You're not like focused on the small things. And you actually get the keys and you walk around. You're like, damn, I want to change this. I want to change that. You almost
that's what
my thing is like,
says.
how do you like walk through a house for 30 minutes and then put an offer in it? Like, I wanted like a trial night sleep there.
Dude, picture this. We're in fucking 600 miles, 4 states over, putting offers in my houses. Try that.
Yeah, that's even worse.
It's crazy. But anyways, I think that's all we got, right? Do you have any more?
Yep. That's all we got.
That's it. 2021's a wrap. Put a bow on it. That's it. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys. We hope you have the most amazing rest of the year. You're going to be listening to us. There's going to be a couple days left this year. Finish it out strong. Enjoy it. Do whatever you need to do and get ready, because 2022, we're looking for, this is version 2. This is firmware 2 of 2020. And 2020 was shit. So hopefully they made some improvements and we got V2 and it's 2022. And if you guys don't understand that joke, you're stupid. I can't. Because come on, this is dumb dad joke. 2022 Model 2 coming out soon. Guys, thank you for listening. As always, episode 39 in the books. Get ready for episode 40 to kick off the new year. That's nuts. I like that. I like that we're going to have episode 40 for the new year. We appreciate all y'all. Remember to do all the things. Follow, rate, subscribe, leave a good review on the Apple Music podcast, whatever they call that service these days. Chris, have a great rest of your day, bro.
See ya.
See ya.